In my time, the blades protected the Emperor. It would seem these Penitus Oculatus will prove equally incompetent. Stalking your prey, planting false evidence. Destroying an innocent man's...
I know you will.
In my time, the blades protected the Emperor.
Get to the cities.
It would
Make your
seem
observations.
these Penitus Oculatus
You're being paranoid. I'm inspecting security, not charging off into battle. There's not a lot that can go wrong.
Son, the Emperor's safety is concerned. Anything could go wrong. Off with you now. And good travels.
Farewell, Father. I'll return as soon as I'm able.
Well, this is it then. Look after yourself, guys. You're doing your duty, and I'm proud of you, but you better come back to me. You hear?
My blade is yours.
I may travel alone, but you know I carry you always in my heart. I'll see you soon. Citizen?
Where'd you come from?
That is... Damn you.
You must be lost. The tavern is down the road a piece.
Trust me, we have nothing to say to one another. Trust me, we have nothing to say to one another.
Citizen? You must be lost. The tavern is down the road a piece.
Your enemies will soon know the wrath of Sithis.
The cousin of the Emperor was murdered.
The Emperor's cousin, killed, right here in Solitude. I feel nothing but shame.
Who's there?
The warehouse is off limits. This is the East Empire Company's central warehouse. All of their shipments go through here. Unfortunately, thanks to some problems they've been having, it hasn't seen much use lately. Either way, it's off limits to you. How should I know? I don't work for them. If you want to help, I suppose you could head to Windhelm and talk to Orthus and Dario. He's in charge over there. right then.
You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
There's nothing for you in the warehouse, so why don't you take a walk?
Keep back, citizen. I have important business I must attend to. I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for this. Move along.
once killed 6 men single-handed while rescuing my brothers-in-law from Imperial patrol. Help! Don't hurt me!
Where'd you...
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Ah, at last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return. Yes, I know. As does Astrid. You have done well, and have earned both a reward and a bonus, as I have mentioned. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's... Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.
Just try to relax, Vizara. Let the elixir do its work. You'll feel better shortly.
Thank you, dear. You are most kind. The Jester's cut feels as bad as it looks, I'm afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
Marrow is dead, I know. But we've got bigger problems right now. The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood. And Astrid was just a pretender.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation. I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right. After the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. When Cicero left, Arnbjorn went after him. They disappeared into the wild. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool? Ah.
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever in your debt, dearest brother. Now be quiet. Just rest. Have you found something? Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed? The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then, send that jester's twisted little soul to the void, in as many pieces as possible. Look, the Dark Brotherhood is a family. This sanctuary is a family. And we've always welcomed those shunned by society. Werewolves, wizards, eternal 10-year-old vampires. What does it matter? In truth, I've rarely met a lunatic I haven't liked. Cicero's problem isn't his madness. It's an adherence to an ancient, outmoded way of life. The Night Mother's ways simply are not our ways. He just couldn't accept that. And now he'll have to pay the price. No, nothing. At least, nothing I'm aware of. Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't exactly been discreet lately in expressing my frustration with this whole situation. Obeying the Night Mother, you being the listener, it's ridiculous. No offense. Cicero may have overheard me talking to one of the others about the Night Mother. It's possible I was not entirely respectful. But to go this far, to attempt to murder the leader of a sanctuary, Cicero must pay with his life. There is no other option. Oh, it's ancient. Apparently one of the first sanctuaries in Skyrim. It hasn't been used by the Brotherhood in close to 100 years. If you say Cicero has gone there, it stands to reason that he's familiar with the place. That means you'll be fighting him on his own ground. Tread carefully. I took that prancing fool into my home, and this is how he repays me?
I believed in Cicero, but he's betrayed us all. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Go. Do what has to be done.
Should have figured Astrid would send you. Ugh, what gave it away? Yeah, gotta admit that little Jester's good with that butter knife. But don't worry, I gave as good as I got. In there, through the door. Some old sanctuary by the looks of it. I would have followed him, but I don't know the phrase. Alright, you convinced me. Doubt I'd be much good to you anyway. The little fop cut me pretty deep. But I slashed him good. Pretty sure I severed an artery. Don't know what you're gonna find in there. But you can probably just follow the blood.
Oh, what is it?
Listener! Is that you? Oh, I knew you'd come! Send the best to defeat the best. Astrid knew her stupid wolf couldn't slice Cicero.
The Keeper is a sacred position within the... Brotherhood. Ask yourself, do you trust the wisdom of Our Lady?
Where'd you come from?
This isn't at all what Mother would want. You kill the Keeper or I kill the listener. Now that's madness.
Chester, if you so desire. But there is a disturbance in the void. Our dread father does not wish this. There is murder in the air. I can taste it.
Stickler for details, get it? Stickler! Oh, I slay me.
Who's there? I knew I saw something. Done and done.
Your enemies will soon know the wrath of Sithis. I was but a speaker for the Black Hand. But you have been named Listener. There is no higher honor.
You're still alive. Citizen respects the listener's abilities, of course, but could you at least slow down a bit? Not what I used to be.
Yours.
You knew I heard something. Teach you.
The Keeper is a sacred position within the Dark Brotherhood. Ask yourself, do you trust the wisdom of Our Lady? I will kill this jester if you so desire. But there is a disturbance in the void. Our dread father does not wish this. My listener.
Chilly. You'll enjoy this. Not an original part of the sanctuary per se. Let's call it a forced addition.
Prey awaits
Forced by
us.
what? Oh, come and see.
Who's there?
So Cicero attacked that harlot Astrid. What was Cooper do when his mother's and involved? Surely the listener understands.
We are bonded now, you and I, joined through the powers of the void. Your enemies will soon know the wrath of Sithis. I grow restless, as does my blade.
Who's there?
Cicero admits the listener would be dead by now. Maybe we could just forget about this. Bygones be bygones. Wait, say.
Who's there? there? Done and done.
If it's any comfort, I do feel slightly bad about these stupid lizards on my way. But please, tell me that hulking sheepdog is bled to death. No. And now, we come to the end of our play. The grand finale. You caught me. I surrender. Oh, I like that. Very good, very good. Creative. But killing me would be a mistake. Oh, yes. You would displease our mother. Hmm? For she's your mother too, isn't she? Listener. Walk away! Let poor Cicero live! Tell the pretender Astrid that you did the job. Stabbed, strangled, drowned poor Cicero. What a little bitty lie. Do what you will. Cicero has no fight left. In the end, Sithis will judge us both.
Force, brother!
Arnbjorn is safe, and for that you have my thanks. But what of the fool? Is Cicero dead? Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin. Tell you what, why don't you hold on to Shadowmere a while longer? He's a fine steed, and hasn't been ridden nearly as much as he should lately. And now that this Cicero mess has been mopped up, we can get back to the matter at hand, There's just one more target before we strike out at the Emperor. Have you by chance heard of the gourmet? Quite a phenomenon. The gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef. Festus has been spearheading this part of the assassination plan. He's close to uncovering the identity of the gourmet. You should report to him. Watch yourself out there.
Greetings, brother.
It's a suicide mission. Astrid said
Right
as much.
then.
Yet here you stand, hale and
There
hearty.
you are.
You
Took
give
your
us too
sweet
much credit.
time dealing
How
with
can I say
Cicero, eh?
I am, after
Now
all,
let's get down to
just a
business.
girl.
Astrid told you about the gourmet, I hope. Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know. Don't be so petulant. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the gourmet's cookbook. But not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep at Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan. Who the gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention? As I was saying, you'll need to kill the gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you. Yes, Gaius Maro, on orders from his father, arranged for the gourmet to come to Skyrim months ago, to serve as the Emperor's personal chef. But the Emperor canceled his journey at the last minute. Maro was smart. Kept the gourmet around, in case things changed. And so, the gourmet has remained in seclusion, somewhere in Skyrim, on indefinite hold. Probably feels like a prisoner. But you'll fix that. Uncommon Taste. It was published a few years ago. Became a sensation throughout the Empire, almost overnight. The recipes were hailed as both practical and decadent. I made a few of the gourmet's dishes myself, actually. His roast mutton with regard berry sauce is to die for. But his chocolate pate gives me the runs.
Though a rather wet.
Nobody knows his true identity. Well, nobody except Gaius Maro, and you've already taken care of him. Well, I do know the gourmet was classically trained in traditional Breton cuisine in High Rock. So, that's where he must have met Anton Varan. In any event, our anonymous chef shares a passion for food with all of Tamriel. And that anonymity will prove the Emperor's undoing. Remember, The Markov Keep. Huh?
Yeah, well, don't expect many more stories like that in my future. I'm getting old. Being that amazing takes too much.
Brother,